Antagonist. Epic. Wait for it. Avengers, the Infinity Wars, people. It took 10 years for Marvel to bring us this story, to narrate it and float us down with its epicness. Directed by Russo brothers, Avengers Infinity War serves you with the delight of exceeding your expectations, and that is the only thing that you can expect. All the fan theories, all the possible alternatives were rubbished royally by this storyline. I saw hope in Captain America when Russo brothers came on board. Captain America Winter Soldier was such a different movie. It was stylish, fast, intense and a pro kind of movie. I knew what would happen to Civil War if these guys directed the movie, and exactly the same thing happened. You had a very intense, good drama of a storyline. Action had to be epic, the kiddie tone had to be let down, and the perspective had to be matured and become intense. All this while you had seen Thanos, the Mad Titan, as this possibly super powerful giant, smiling and has several henchmen spread across the universe to get him his Infinity Stones. But never was his true intention revealed behind it, his purpose. But this movie does that all for you. I like the way how Thanos was the protagonist. Yes, that's how I saw the movie, that's my angle to it. The Avengers, the Guardians of the Galaxy were the antagonists in the story. It was completely shown with Thanos' point of view. Every villain has this purpose which he sets to achieve because he thinks that it is right for the world and him. We perceive it wrong because societally we have been told that it is wrong. Here this guy had a purpose and he did not stop. He was literally an unstoppable force with a bone-shattering and menacing ambition to achieve it. It picked up from Thor Ragnarok. We all knew that nobody would stand a chance, and that's exactly what had happened. Thanks to Mark Ruffalo, we all knew that somebody was gonna die in the movie, but it would have started with him. That was not at all expected. Trust me, in the entire movie I was either cheering or getting surprised with very loud expressions. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Thor was belittled by Thanos and his Black Order. Hulk was punched back to earth. However, I was surprised to see Loki die. Thanos strangles him and breaks his neck. I mean, I don't know whether to believe that he's dead or not because he was seen shooting for Avengers 4, and also Thor says that he could still be alive. So I liked watching Doctor Strange and Tony Stark go head to head against each other and show off their ego. Both of the Sherlock Holmes were at the top of the acting skills to entertain us. Spider-Man's entry was silly and nonsensical. I don't know why he was introduced as the way he was introduced. How the hell the Stanley, the bus driver, or the people driving behind him did not realize that a guy just hopped off the bus and off the bridge? I mean, wouldn't the kids realize it too? Iron Man has always been impressing us with his sweat and suits. In this movie, we see him become more responsible, always in anxiety, ready and extremely serious. Ebony Maw and the rest of the Black Order truly believe in their adoptive father's motive. The way they took the beatings was incredible. I love the way they showed their loyalty towards him. I liked how Ebony Maw was the messenger of death and that he was telling the humans that the life was a waste and that they should be thankful to Thanos for helping them end their sorry lives and meeting the creator. He truly believed in that. Can't figure out how powerful he was with man, oh man. Doctor Strange was all over him with his attacks, but Ebony Maw overpowered him big time. It's always amusing for me to see such fights because in hand-to-hand combat, you know what all might happen because you have seen the movies all these years, but with mystic arts, you never know what will surprise you. So that kind of vivid imagination with these guys have for all the mystic powers and sorcery, it was amazing. Everything that Marvel does has a purpose. All those silly short clips, the funny clips, the one wherein Doctor Strange is invited by Jimmy Kimmel as a magician in a kids party. Both Iron Man and Ebony Maw refer to Doctor Strange as a party magician and a kid entertainer. Have to give it to MCU for that. Between all these fights, like before all this could begin, before Ebony Maw vs Doctor Strange happens, Bruce Banner. Tony Stark asks Banner to bring out the Hulk, but he fails. Performance issues. Hulk was shit scared to come out in the fight. It was only Bruce Banner all over, or not, but sort of. No show by Hulk. The action sequences with the Black Order were quick, heavy, destructive, messy and fast. That was the best part. That's the Russo brothers of it. Peter Parker joins in to help. Doctor Strange gets almost captured by Ebony Maw, and it was cool and it was very amazing to see the cape, the levitation cape help Doctor Strange out of it when he was captured, but they both of them get beamed up. Spider-Man's Iron Spider suit was epic. I loved it, and it was amazing to see the way it attached or latched itself on Peter's body. It was good. So this is team 1 for you. Iron Man, Doctor Strange and Peter Parker in space. Time for team 2. The problem with Avengers Infinity War kind of movies is that each set of heroes were directed by different directors. Everyone has their own style, everyone sees the MCU differently, and when you have a director mix these worlds together, you get something terrible. But Russo brothers pulled it out brilliantly. Some offs did existed, but they can be written off. After all, Marvel's tone had to be patched in. Hence, few jokes were shoved up audience's face and fitted in where they were not required. Enter Guardians of the Galaxy. On their entrance itself, you could feel the vibe which you normally feel or see when you see them on the screen. They meet Thor, and here too, Thor and Peter, Star-Lord, measure their egos because Peter is jealous of Thor. His people were killed in front of him. His brother, his family, his home, his place, and still Thor had a smile on his face which ticked me off. Thor has a means to stop Thanos if he has that X. So the team divides. Thor, Rocket Raccoon and Groot head for the place where they can forge his new X, and the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy head for nowhere to kill Thanos. Back to Earth. Vision and Wanda trying to live a normal life, which is when they meet the Black Order. Once again, the action was kick-ass. It escalated quickly when Cap with his team arrived. Black Widow killed it in the hand-to-hand combat action sequence. We get a backstory from Gamora about Thanos' actions in the past, about why is he the way he is, why he wants to wipe out the half of the universe, the main purpose. The story did not quite sail here properly because it felt as if it was forcefully fitted in just to prove that Gamora was important to Thanos. While the mood was gradually building up, they forced in a joke which take me off again. We have all seen what Infinity Stones are, but we haven't seen what they can do or what the wielder can do. Director and or the concept artist's imagination here blew me away. The way Thanos uses his stones to trick the Guardians of the Galaxy was brilliant. You can see how Thanos goes vulnerable every time he sees Gamora, his favorite daughter. George Brolin's acting and the VFX on his face was on point. Those minute face twitches when you react to a particular situation was clearly visible and highly relatable. When he chopped Drax and Mantis using the gauntlet, I was like, oh fuck! But then they got back to normal when he exited with Gamora as she knew the location to the Soul Stone. There you are. Gamora all this time had a location to Soul Stone. Back to space. Tony along with Spider-Man save Doctor Strange, rescue him, and he leads them towards Titan. Enter Peter Dinklage as one of the dwarves who used to forge those godly weapons and is also a victim of Thanos. But for a dwarf, he was just quite of a giant. So, Team Thor's conflict, they need to forge a godly weapon to stop Thanos, but they are unable to because the neutron star is shut. Team Iron has landed on Titan to face Thanos, but they go toe-to-toe against the Guardians of the Galaxy. Epic fight scene here. Iron Spider's tentacles were of great use and I loved the humor. It was really gut-hurting for me. Doctor Strange's epicness levels up in every second frame he is in. I was amazed when he saw 14 million different possibilities where they were going against Thanos and they only win one. Imagine the level of preparation they would require to go against the Mad Titan who already is possessing 3 different Infinity Stones. Another round of surprise for me was to see a mystical creature greeting Thanos and Gamora at the Soul Stone's location. I did not see Red Skull coming. I knew that he did not die in the movie Captain America the First Avenger. The following scene reminded me of the situation from the movie King Arthur, wherein the character has to sacrifice his loved one to become more powerful. And that's what happens. Thanos sacrifices his loved one, that is Gamora, his most favorite daughter, for a Soul Stone. Soul for a Soul Stone. 2 more stones to go. Time Stone, which is with Strange at the Titan, and Mind Stone with Vision at Wakanda. I felt that Captain America's moustache was CGI'd. I feel that. I felt that. It was weird because at times it was thick, at times it was very small, just moving like this. There were just too many characters, 30 characters. Can you believe a director needs to do justice to all these characters, and it was done. It was quite possibly and fairly done. Some were acting up as supporting artists, but the others were the main. I mean, you could just say that, hey, this is the main guy and he should be getting more of the frame and more of the footage, but no, everything was properly divided in a manner. You have different stories, you have different teams up here in that space, Titan, Earth, Wakanda, everywhere. It was really nice to see that. It wasn't confusing, it wasn't boring. You just had to keep up, which the audience I think would possibly be doing and enjoying the movie. Just to clear things up, Team Iron along with Guardians of the Galaxy are at the Titan. Team Thor is at Nethermere to forge a weapon, and Team Cap are in Wakanda prepping up. So at the space station Nethermere, Thor is prepping up to commit suicide once again for a second time. This time to forge his weapon. It is a badass scene to see him go out in space without oxygen because he's a god. His god-like stature is what comes alive now. It's very epic to see him do that. Back at Earth, the Chitauris are savages who only want to kill and not stop at that. The way they attacked Team Cap was bone-chilling. I felt a bit of build-up or prep for the war could have done it, but it was just too quick. The stakes were high, all this effort just to save Vision and the Mind Stone from Thanos. It was epic to see how aliens are falling heavy on Team Cap. You were really expecting that Hulk would just burst out of the Hulkbuster armor, but that doesn't happen. You feel that right now someone is for sure going to die and will die, why not? That is when Thor enters with his thunder strike along with Rocket Raccoon and Groot. So bloody epic. I mean, he's a god using his godly blasts on goddamn aliens. Back in space, Thanos teleports to Titan. And oh, the synchronized fight planned just to get the gauntlet off Thanos. Initially it took Peter Quill and Nebula, then Drax, Mantis, Iron Spider, Iron Man and Strange just to hold Thanos and not let him close his fist. In this moment, in the entire movie, you feel some hope that finally they'll succeed. The plan will succeed. Iron Man's 6 years of intense training will finally be useful. Drax will get his revenge, but Peter Quill fucks up. And damn, Thanos goes berserk on them. He brings the bloody moon on them. But like I said in the start, Iron Man seriously went for it. He uses every single drop of his bleeding edge technology to stop Thanos, and that's when you hear a stab. Thanos stabs Iron Man and you're like, oh fuck, no! Not him. Back on Earth, Hulk is still a no-show and he repeatedly says no to Banner. The trailer was so misleading. However, Team Cap wins and brutally kills the rest of the Black Order. Avengers Infinity War is for sure the most grittiest and intense MCU film ever. All were under the impression that Thanos would never get his hands on all the Infinity Stones in this one part, but sadly he gets closer. Strange trades the Time Stone for Iron Man's life. Loophole! He could have used it against Thanos. But Thanos was powerful enough to shatter all the extra dimensions which Strange was throwing at him during the action sequences. Yeah. Because of the trailer and all the hype, I was just expecting as to when will Thanos come on Earth. And his presence is what really matters to me, because what will happen when Team Cap goes against Thanos. Oh, Captain America stopping his grab was his raw power. It was no stones helping him out. But the punch that lands on his face was epic. Meanwhile, Wanda is trying to destroy the Mind Stone, which I find like, how is she so powerful to do that? But she succeeds and Thanos turns back time and takes back the stone. So right now he is in possession of all the 6 stones in just first part. Just when you think like, what is he going to do right now? A thunder strikes and Thor enters with his piercing Thor. Nos. Every protagonist needs to resolve his conflict with utmost dedication, which demands sacrifice, no matter what. That is what happens. Thanos activates all the stones and wipes out half of the universe. Black Panther, Winter Soldier, Falcon, Drax, Mantis, Peter, Quill, Iron, Spider, Nick Fury and Doctor Strange. All gone. How good was the movie? Pure entertainment. Go watch it, enjoy it, love it, and tell me what you think about it. Give me opinions in the comment section. If you like the video, hit like and subscribe for more.